I couldn't speak until I was 3 years old, which means I started to learn how to speak after the first 3 years of my life. It might be kind of hard to imagine that for a guy like me, for a talkative guy like me, it was so quiet, so silent for the first 3 years. Well, I think that is because now sorry. But now I have to speak, I have to make some noise every 3 seconds. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, okay. Hi, how do you do? Okay, I think. Do I know you? No, you don't. Then why are you talking to me? Well, I just have to say something, it's been 3 seconds. For you, that might be a joke, just like Julian might be thinking, John couldn't speak, that is impossible. But for my family, this was a tragedy. Normally, babies start to learn how to speak when they are 18 months old. For girls, maybe a bit sooner, 15 months old. So I was 18 months behind the schedule. And for those 18 months, my sister thought I was down. And they even took me to a doctor. But see how good I ended up. I can speak just fine. I think you can call me a late bloomer. But I never knew what caused that. But I guess I was pretty happy. I was very happy after I could finally speak. Every time I finally did something that I could never do before, I kept doing it. And the older I did it, the longer I kept doing it. When I learned how to whistle, when I was 6 years old, I whistled all night. When I could ride a bike, when I was 10 years old, I kept riding it for the whole weekend. When I could finally dunk, when I was 16 years old, I kept doing it for the whole week. Well, as a matter of fact, I have to say that it is elementary school's basket. But still, as time goes on, I thought there's nothing that I can't do. There's nothing that I can accomplish, except for this one. For the past 21 and a half years in my life, I didn't know how to pronounce but it didn't matter. It didn't influence my life. However, since I'm learning Spanish now, it kind of matters. In Spanish, there are lots of words that I need to pronounce with the alveolar trill, which is and because I couldn't do it, I couldn't pronounce it. Every time when I spoke Spanish, I always spoke Spanish in a funny way, and this upset me. But now, Russia, Russia, restaurante, restaurant, rico, rich, trosa, rose, bedro, dog, sotro, fox, and arriba, above. Wow, that makes me feel good. Now, el Pedro es lo que no tiene trompo, porque trombón se lo ha tropado. Which means San Loque's dog doesn't have a tail because it was stolen by Ramon. El Pedro es lo que no tiene trompo, porque Ramon se lo ha tropado. It makes me feel really good. But it is still hard for me to pronounce the alveolar trill in a correct and a natural way. But still, I feel very good. You might ask me, how did I do that? How did you do it? First, try to do this. You can all do this, right? And now, move the vibration point, move the vibration part inward to your tongue. And then try it more and more times. That is my method. But here is how I really did it. A month ago, I was lying on my bed with nothing in my mind. I simply took a deep breath. And then I did it again and again. Wait, did I just, yes, oh my God, I finally did it. I finally did it. I was very surprised because I have tried it for hundreds of times before and I never did it. And now I just took a deep breath and I can do it. That is very cool. And do you remember that I said the older I do it, the longer I keep doing this. I'm 21 years old now, so I have kept doing this one. I have kept doing this from the first day until today, until now. When I'm on the bus, I click. When I'm riding a bike, I click. When I'm walking, I click. When I'm taking a shower, I click. When my teacher is teaching, I click. When I'm eating, of course I don't click. That is disgusting. And when my friends greet me, "Hi John, how are you doing?" And I respond, "Oh, I'm doing very good. You see?" Sorry. And I literally, I basically do it every day. But every day. And I'm doing this right here in my speech, which I think it has never been done before in Toastmasters Club. I know this story sounds like a fun story to you, but it is a, how should I say? But let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a moment that you could finally accomplish a thing that you could never do before? That moment, it feels like everything finally paid off. And that moment was genuine, that moment was sweet, and that moment made me feel good. So, if you ask me, John, did you ever put hard work on pronouncing the Aviada Trail? Of course I did. Of course I did. Otherwise, I won't doing this all day long. Every success comes from, every accomplishment comes from a bit of luck, and it depends on how badly you want to achieve it. For me, I want it very bad. I want it so bad. So I'm thank God for I finally can do it, and all my hard work paid off. And I hope your hard work paid off as well. Thank you, TME.